Song that's playing for you is Get Low. So look, you might be in a situation and you had to get real. It had to go as low as it can go for you to be able to see where you were, or see who you were with, or see where you was kicking it with. It's like, now that you at this point in this friendship, in this relationship, now that this is as low as it can be, now you can go ahead and look, invest yourself in a different type of mind, a different type of way to see. Look, now you can manifest. Now that you've been at your low, now you can start building to get back high internally. Now you back at your root. Now you gotta build, you gotta open the gates and make your way back to your crown, make your way back to your understanding and your knowing of reality. Or just friends, relationships, ideals, perspectives, mentalities, better habits you can pick up to invest in self, to bring yourself out of this low position. Whether you low spiritually or low externally, in your third dimensional realm, your friendship, it used to be it's like it was at a high at one point, but now it not only is it at a low, but it's been at a low for quite some time, and it's only going lower, and you realize that. Nope, too much. We ain't doing that. Yeah, look, you may have to see either you feel left out from something, or this is just the representation of you at a low point. Yeah, look, you damn near at the bottom, goddamn. You feel me? 9 of coins in reverse is the final 5 of coins upright. Goddamn. Yeah, you might have invested in something a little too quick, or you let somebody talk you into something you shouldn't have really been a part of. You shouldn't have took that mentality and carried it out. You let your mom tell you this is how you should think. And that was not a very fruitful way to think. Your mom was only thinking like that because your mom been through some shit. And she was bitter when she been through that shit. Now she told you, here, she passed that coin, that mentality on to you. Now you may be peeping, that ain't right. Time for me to put the burdens down. Yeah, now we ain't taking that. We ain't doing that. It's too much. Just one, please, Aries. Put your foot in the shoe that fits you, though. Yeah, that shit came back, though. That was one of the cards that flipped when it was multiple. Queen of Cups. You know how you feel about whatever situation, space, or relationship you're invested in. Whatever circumstance you're in right now. You have a firm grasp upon your feelings about that friendship. You might not be expressing yourself emotionally with these friends anymore because you know your feelings and their feelings. Y'all feel differently about a little bit too much. You feel me? It's okay to have some differences, but when damn near what you stand, what your morals are, and that person's morals are on the same page, that's where you gotta close up your cup. That's where you gotta stop letting these people make you feel a certain type of way about what you get into versus what they get into. It's like someone who's using an Android trying to tell someone how to use an iPhone. 2 different softwares, 2 different phones, 2 different companies. You feel me? It's like that. Now you realize, you know what? Y'all can't help me with how to navigate through my feelings, how to express or invest myself emotionally. These motherfuckers only keep me stuck. It's time to do something new. In order for me to do something new, I gotta get a better understanding of what the fuck I got in me, how I feel about this, or just how I feel, period. You have to get low in order for you to close the door on those who wasn't supposed to be kicking it, those who weren't supposed to be in your feelings or in your emotional waters, those who weren't supposed to be, those people who weren't allowed in your pool, so to speak. And then it's like you let motherfuckers in your pool, then it's like you let them feel, it's like you let them into your emotion, and then they start trying to walk on your water. Then they start trying to emotionally manipulate you. Then they start trying to get you to feel a certain type of way. Then they start trying to be the weatherman. They can't do that. Can't do that. And so now you have to. It's like now you have to close the pool. You ain't even want to close the pool. You want to let people feel. You want to share your emotions with people. You feel me? But you realize the folks you was kicking in with was keeping you stuck. Yeah, they weren't making you feel good. That shit came out. They weren't making you feel good. So now it's like now you're emotionally closed off to receiving feelings from these people, from allowing these people to make you feel a type of way about anything you invested in, because you took a deeper look at the friendship, at the relationship, and you realize, it's time to close up shop. Time to close up shop. Queen of Cups. Now, ever since you took a deeper look, you got a better understanding of how you feel about that. Whatever that is. How you feel about them. How you feel about there. How you feel about this. And how you feel about it, it don't make you feel good. Look, so it's time to move on, goddamn. I told you, time to get you luck. These folks keep you stuck. These friends, every time I do this or express this, I keep replaying that action, that expression, that truth, and you tired of it. You realize, what, maybe I keep rethinking it, maybe I keep getting stuck in that because that expression actually isn't according to my truth. Let me take a deeper look at what I've been expressing, what I've been emotionally investing in. And you realize, hold up, no, time to go. Now you got a new emotional mind and Glockly trust. See, now it's like you might be better nurturing yourself in your passion, in your Glock, in your fire. You know you're the only one who can keep your fire lit. You feel me? And shit, you're the only one who can see your fire, your inner fire. Can't nobody see how bright you're burning, how much wood your fire need. How you feel me? Can't nobody manage you but you. And now you know that. Because it's the queen, that's the first, that's self. That's your feminine energy. And then it was the queen of coins. You taking care of your star player. But you got to move away from shit that ain't make you feel good to do that. Yeah, look, you ain't in Gotham Trust and then the Knight of Wands in reverse. It's like who you used to trust, whose word you used to, you feel me, you used to take heed to, whether it was a friend, whether it was people around you, or whether it was just an environment you were putting yourself in that had you expressing or shooting your gun, your fire, your passion a certain way. You don't participate in that no more. You realize that, I'm telling you realize that was the wrong feeling, that was the wrong fire, that was the wrong passion. That situation really brought out the worst in me instead of the best in me. And I would always be in a situation where I'm in regret or remorse about what happened or what has occurred. And that puts you in a situation or a space to take a deeper look at your expression or about where you were participating in to have you expressing yourself in a certain type of way. And now you are more guarded about feeling about that situation, that circumstance, that environment, period. Beautiful lies. Yeah, motherfuckers was lying to you. Or you were just being honest. Must be the feeling. Nope, too much. Yeah, you got burned. First song was Get Low and then the sun came out. You got burned and it's like you touched the stove, you learned it was hot, you ain't never gonna touch it again. Whatever that stove was, that stove could be a friend who did you dirty, and yes, someone was lying to you. And those lies put you in the space to get over it. You had to get low as you could go here before you realize this is weighing you down. That's the only reason you going down. You could really fly, but though the environment or the circumstance or the situation you were putting yourself in was weighing you down. And now it's like you separated yourself from that because you realized it was unfair. This would have you in a crippled state. Energetically, it would have you in a weak state or a needing state. Somebody was lying to you. It was talking a whole bunch of sweet nothings. And you realize this would never amount or add up to anything. This wouldn't give me a mindset I could pass down to those around me. My further following generations. You feel me? So now it's like you setting yourself on the path that you actually love. Now that you have a better understanding of the one, you. And you know somebody was lying to you. You know you got burned by this person. This person's slave. Shit, you might have burned yourself. You might have put yourself out there in a way, shape, or form that really wasn't how you should have been carrying yourself. And because of a reaction by your external realm, you were forced to leave that energy. You were forced to leave that space. And because it didn't make you feel good when your external realm responded like this to this expression you put out there. And that's because you were lying. If it was you versus you, you gave it up. Now you nurturing a different mentality. You're in a whole different mind space right now, a whole different emotional space because of what you experienced.